No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on last year's national champions, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adkins. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Wake.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
That's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Back to pass on second down. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Agbana. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On the move, it's Stockton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Harris will throw. Puts it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Right on the money. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Adkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Harris back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Demon Deacons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Demon Deacons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground, it's Adkins. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Harris will throw. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Dances away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He wants to throw it again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get a first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Kamara. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Harris back to pass. Finds his man. It's Abraham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. First and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks. Whether they rush 4, 5, or 6, time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Harris will throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Demon Deacons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught near the sticks. It's Agbana. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First and goal for the offense. Takes the easy one to the back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And that one will give them the lead.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Harris back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And some room to work. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Wake Forest. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He's looking to throw. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Agbana. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Stockton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And here comes the offense on second down. Harris will throw. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He wants to change this route. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To the air on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
The Demon Deacons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Harris back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half, and here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their defense just turned in a huge stop with that interception now to pay it off. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm with it.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Harris will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They've gotten the job done with the running attack. A top 10 showdown, a win at this point in the season really bolsters your playoff resume.
The committee has been impressed with their ability to run the football. That's why they were the higher-ranked team this late in the year coming into this one, and they proved the committee right, David. They've been able to get it done on the ground.
And it speaks volumes when you get it done on the ground against this caliber of opponent. So now you know, like, they're going to be just fine when it comes to the postseason. Put an exclamation point at the end of this resume late in the year with a top 10 win.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.